Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Witumelo Makoboshani, the creator of the Be Smart Budget, your sister in budgeting, and of course the self-appointed personal finance activist. So if you're new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button, and to my returning subscribers, welcome back. Okay, so today I want to talk about what is the retirement strategy, retirement bucket strategy. Okay, so this is a strategy that divides your retirement income into three buckets: for your short-term needs, your long-term needs, and your mid-term needs. But in South Africa, we are using only the two buckets, which is your short-term and your long-term. And your short-term bucket allows you to withdraw money before retirement. Okay, so what goes into these buckets? These buckets are divided. The assets that goes into these buckets are divided according to the different levels of risk, and then the purpose of this bucket is to insulate you from the market ups and downs. It is to provide your portfolio with growth, organize your growth and your portfolio, and also help you manage your income after you have retired, when you're no longer working. So let's get into these three different buckets. This first one, as I had said, it is your short-term bucket. This is for your day-to-day, your income, your cash flow, or your financial relief. Okay, so this is for you. So this provides 2 years worth of income. It is funded with low risk, so there is no risk, or in this bucket the risk is so low that it's unlikely for it to yield a lot of returns, like meaningful returns. It just yields returns here and there, but not a meaningful returns. No, and most people like this because it is reliable, and you can withdraw money from it before retirement, as I had mentioned. So what are the types of income sources that fall into this bucket? It's your savings account and your short-term bonds. And then the second one is your midterm, also known as intermediate. Okay, so this is your go-between between your short-term and your long-term. So this is where you would your long-term feeds into the medium, midterm, and your midterm feeds into your short term. But we, as I had said, in South Africa, we do not have the midterm. So the midterm, it provides income for 3 to 7 years, and it creates income stability, and the risk is medium. So there is almost no risk as the first one. So what are the ideal assets that would go into this? If we had it in South Africa, it will be your long-term bonds, property investment, growth and income funds, which is your ETFs and mutual funds, and your preferred stocks. And then we have your long-term bucket. This is your longevity, and it is off limits. You cannot withdraw money from this, even if you were kicking and screaming. So the purpose of this bucket, it is devoted to growth, it is high risk, and it always beats inflation in the long term. So this one is probably my favorite, because I want anything that beats inflation. Okay, so what assets goes into this bucket is your real estate, your individual stocks, and your cryptocurrency. Like all of those things that are said to have high risk, they all go into this bucket. Okay, and then you probably wondering, okay, so now you've spoken about this retirement bucket strategy, how does the tax work in this strategy? Okay, so guys, your obligation to tax when you're using these strategies, it depends on the account that you're drawing money from. So that is why I say you need to be very strategic when you draw your money, from which account, and the excess of it, so that because all of that determines how much tax you are paying, or how much you are being taxed on that specific bucket. So yeah, that is all from me today. I hope this was helpful. So if you haven't heard about it, and you have looked at retirement portfolios, or your retirement portfolio, and you're thinking, I only retire at 60, but I'd like to access my money at 40, then you should consider using a retirement bucket strategy for your retirement. Okay guys, I will see you guys on the next video.